What are you hearing out of Vegas, Albert?
Yeah, so I think Tom Brady's personal relationships are a factor here. One thing that I did hear was not to rule out Pete Carroll or Steve Spagnuolo because Brady has respect for them having gone up against them, having played against them. Obviously, he's competed on a Super Bowl stage against each of those guys. Spagnuolo with the Giants way back when, and then obviously, against Pete Carroll in Super Bowl 49, I think it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I also think that there's a connection on the GM side that could influence where they go with the coach. And there's a guy who's the assistant GM of the Buccaneers. His name's John Spytek. He was actually briefly a Michigan teammate of Brady's, but that's not really the foundation of their relationship. They spent a year together. Brady was the starting quarterback. Spytek was on the scout team. You remember, Rich, the famous Tuesday meetings that Brady would have with Belichick and later Nick Caserio,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they would sit down, they would go through the opponent chapter and verse, and here's what we're going to do going forward this week. Well, John Spytek was the one that ran those meetings for Brady in Tampa. And so for the 3 years that Brady was a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, every Tuesday he was sitting down, and John Spytek and a guy named Rob McCartney were doing the advanced scouting report for Tom. And so they were able to build a relationship there where I think it could be a factor for Spytek in potentially getting that job. And then if he gets that job, now do you open it up a little bit on the coaching side to see what he would want? So I'm not saying Spytek's got the job. I'm not saying Pete Carroll or Spagnuolo necessarily are going to get the coaching job either, but I think those relationships do matter.
Interesting. Okay. So I guess if you're talking Pete, that could be done now. And if you're talking Spags, you got to wait till he's done.
Yep.
So keep an eye on all of that. Albert Breer here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.